learning at Ultimate Leadership Training, and today I wanted to talk about coaching. I wanted to talk about my my online growth academy, but I wanted to specifically talk about the coaching module in there. I'm running a coaching session tomorrow with a client. That's face to face. So obviously I do face to face courses as well, but I also have this online leadership and management academy, which is completely different from anything else you've seen before. In there are 12 modules. The third module is coaching, which is what I'm going to give you a sneaky peek, so I'll show you what the module looks like. So it's about coaching. And it's interesting because according to my research, only 34% of managers in the UK know how to coach, which is drastically low. I'm not surprised, because being a manager myself, I have managed teams of people, large teams of people. And it is a lot quicker just to say, well, just do this, just do that, just do it that way. Rather than sit down and actually running an organized, strategic sort of coaching session. And don't think that these coaching sessions have to last long. I can show you a coaching session that is 7 minutes long. And it has the desired effect. So they don't have to be long. And for me, I think coaching sessions, you don't go in and say, right, let's do some coaching. Because some people, they don't like that. They don't respond to it. So I remember when my daughter was at university, or just before she went to university, and she was struggling with a certain sort of issue with, what to do for research, how she could do her plan and prep for her exams for her A-levels, what to do revision on, and all this sort of stuff, and what to start with first. So I did a coaching session without her knowing. If she's watching this, I apologize, my dear, but without her knowing that I was actually doing a coaching session. And it was really, really good, because she came up with the answers. She came up with the solution to the problem, and I could see what it was that she needed to do, or I could suggest that right at the very, very beginning. But then she wasn't going to learn her decision-making skills. She wasn't going to learn her sort of resilience, or build her resilience and confidence within her decision-making skills. And that's why it's key that managers, team leaders, they run coaching sessions. So if you need a training course, or if you are on coaching or management or leadership or HR, or you want a personal tour of the online Leadership and Management Academy, then let me know, and I'll show you all the modules. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you one module, which is the coaching. So when people come into the academy, obviously there's a fee. You pay up for it. The fee is at a discounted rate at the moment. The fee does go up in a month or two. I think it's about a month and a half now. So the fee is going up. So once you pay to join, you will also join a support platform. So every learner gets weekly support and coaching from me. It's in an online platform. They'll post their questions on a Tuesday, and then on Thursdays we go in there, and me and my team, we answer the questions. When the group gets too big, we'll be splitting up the support platforms, and then that'll be run by one trainer, that'll be run by me, and we'll be swapping trainers so that the learners get used to different trainers and sort of different points of view, which will be amazing. So they get this weekly support. There is also an accountability group. You can see that here. So they will join this accountability group, and then on a Monday they will post their goals for the week. So that's business-related goals, and also training goals. And then at the end of the week, they will see how they've got on, and we will hold them accountable. There's also a manager's pack. So if you're their manager or their line manager, could be a HR specialist, whatever it is that you do, then you'll get a manager's pack, so you know where your team member is at any given point. And they don't just sit in front of the computer. So they will come on the computer. There's a video of me there, look, and this is just before we start. They will have that before we start video. And then, as you can see, there is a self-assessment sheet down here. And this is at the beginning of every single module, because there's key for reflective and implementation at the end of every module, and then also a self-assessment at the beginning of the month. And they can use that in their one-to-ones with their managers. And in fact, in the manager's pack, it tells you to go and find your team member, so that you can then go and have a look at that. How's it going? So it keeps everybody accountable. Very good. So, like I said, at the beginning, we've got here before we start. So these are all the modules on the top. There's a welcome video from me, and then this is managing people. Then we've got leading people. This is managing time. sorry, this is not coaching, this is managing time. I'm going to go to coaching. We said we were going to do coaching, so we'll go to coaching. Because so before, at the beginning of, that's HR. So at the beginning of every session, there is a before we start, and then it's a how's it going. And then at the end of the session, so here we've got the module reflections. Now, this will probably take about 2 weeks to go through, let's say an hour a day. So like I say, they'll sit and watch a video from me. They will click on this PDF here, they'll download it, and they will go away and fill it in whilst they're at work, or whilst they're on a break, or whilst they're, whatever it is. I'm not saying work through your breaks, but they will plan this time into their daily diary. And it'll take about 2 weeks, maybe an hour a day for 5 days. Maybe sometimes it'll be half an hour a day. In this case, they'll watch this video, then they'll go away and do self-reflection, then they'll come back, and then they'll look at the module introduction. So we'll click on there. They will get the video from me, and then this is what we're going to be working through. That'll take 5 minutes, and then they're going to go through the definition of coaching. So they'll go through to the definition of coaching, and there's an activity down here that they will go away and do. And then this is once they finish this, then they can then log into this video and then see how I've put it across, or how I've put the definitions across, and they'll marry those up. So that would probably take half an hour in one day, and then that's it for the day, sort of thing. And then they'll go through these, and then by the end of the of this particular model, they will plan a coaching session. They will go away and they will deliver that coaching session. They've got all the support in the support group, and plus they've got their manager or the person that's booked them on this course. If they haven't got anyone, if they are the manager or the business owner who are on the course, they've got us to support. At work, if they have a line manager, then they've got the manager with the manager's pack, and it tells them exactly what they need to be doing. And that's what this module is all about. They will get to the reflections, like I say. They will reflect on, so they will get a reflective document. They will reflect on the learnings that they've had from the training course. They can click on here and click on the reflection sheet before they move on. And then that's also the implementation stage. So during this last couple of weeks, they will also implement the coaching session that they've put together here. So they'll plan a coaching session following that grow model and then they'll go and run it. And they can, not just one, they don't have to do just one. And then once the month is over, then they can move on to the next one. And in this case, it's dealing with difficult team members. So like I said at the top, there's 12 modules. There's managing people, leading people, managing time, mastering communication, recruiting the best, culture, strategy and change management, which I need to change that title a little bit because it sounds a little bit too corporate, but it is about, if you're in a culture and your culture is like an over-dependent culture, then you're going to resist change. Your culture is going to resist change. So all businesses, I had a business with a team of 10, and we created and worked on the culture every single day. So don't think of that as a huge corporate thing. There's introduction to HR skills, and in there you get all the paperwork. It's all in line with ACAS. It's all paperwork that I've used in my previous businesses. Really, really beneficial program, dealing with difficult team members. Then you've got appraisal and meeting skills, working in the team, and then mentoring skills. And the idea of that mentoring skills is then the learner that finishes this, they go through and they become the mentor of the new people that are starting it. That's the idea. And they as a mentor, they'll look from the point of view as a mentee and also from the point of the mentor. And that was it. That was really what I wanted to share on this live today. So if you want any more information about it, do contact us on that email address, and we'll speak soon. Cool. See you later.